Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, ShitLadies of Aventia. In our last gaming session, our three wayward adventurers had found Princess Josephine, had escorted her to the dragon's lair that decimated her castle, her family, her servants. They had come across a green hag and several rabid, crazed wolves. Valiant in battle, successful in battle, and yet licking their wounds, they set aside for the night of their journey to the before-mentioned dragon. Over a campfire while eating, discussing their past. We are short a player at the moment. Are assured that she will arrive eventually. Reading for Arctic Wolf's character will be the DM as he types out his backstory. As he types out very slowly, apparently. So, Arctic Wolf, you're going to get started on typing up what you're going to say to the other adventurers.
I left for a moment to use the restroom, but I'm back now.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know you left. Okay, so I just described the scene, and you all are sitting around a campfire, and Princess Josephine is going to start talking about her past, which will lead the rest of the group to talk about themselves, aka the backstories. And then I'm going to read Arctic Wolf's backstory for everyone as he types it out. In the best female elf druidess voice I can, which promises to be interesting at best. Josephine starts off saying, well, I was reading my books and scribing my scrolls when I heard a terrible noise, crackling of fire over the sky. Not knowing what it was, but I could make an educated guess. It's not hard. Fire above in the skies is usually a dragon. It doesn't take a heavy scholar to figure that out. But where and what dragon was peculiar, as there haven't been any dragons in this area, except for one, for quite some time, and that dragon has been asleep for quite some time. Enter out, nor would it normally be destructive. This dragon was terrible. It was knocking over things. The castle was crumbling. The bookshelf had fallen upon me. I had barely escaped. I had to run down the halls with other soldiers marching and arrows flying, rubble falling all about me as the castle was crumbling. I made it to our family's vault, and that's when I grabbed the paper bag you see me wearing now. With my parents as the castle collapsed while I was out. I think the only reason I survived was because I was on top of the rubble, and what magic scroll I had protected me from the fall. When you pulled me out, there was clearly no life left. Everyone had either completely fled or was dead. I don't think the dragon would have let them run off. I didn't see. Yeah, I didn't. I saw a lot of scorch marks going away from the castle. So just before we left. So I think it's safe to say that my parents are dead. I've been studying for a wizard for quite a while. My father insisted. My mother didn't really care. She wanted me to bring me up as a lady of the castle so that I could be wed to a lord and, continue the family tradition, so to speak. Boring life, learning about manners and this king and that queen and the governing of Aventia and, such things that typically bore me, but my mother insisted on drilling them into my head. My father was more keen on my ability to cast spells. I seemed to have a knack for it when I was young, and ladies have to have a skill, you see. And, well, I guess wizardry is my skill. I've always been very good at books and learning and stuff. What about you three? Nathan, this is you. Okay. Intermission. And then, of course, Lancelot kills somebody.
All right, my character, she clears her voice or her throat and says, "Well, hate to bore you guys, but I started venturing because I got bored. You know how we half orcs are."
Josephine says, "Well, half orc is an interesting combination. Was it your father or mother who was an orc?" Nathan, did you hear that?
Okay, now there's two of me.
Oh yeah. That was Princess Josephine asking you a question.
Okay, did you hear me when I told you my backstory?
You said you got bored.
Got bored. Then she went adventuring. That's why she decided to go adventure.
Right. And Josephine asked you if it was your father or mother that was an orc.
My mother was an orc.
And your father presumably a human? I once met a fellow whose father was a giant and his mother was a dwarf. Very interesting fellow.
How is that possible? The last part.
Princess Josephine says, I once met a fellow whose father was a giant and mother was a dwarf. He was a very interesting fellow.
How did that work?
Apparently, a ladder was involved.
Okay.
What is your skill set, if I may ask?
Oh, give me a second.
Like you're
I'm
training.
a cleric.
Oh,
I'm a
you're
cleric.
a healer. And why did you choose this profession?
All the last I heard was this profession. Are you asking me why I chose this profession?
Oh, yes. Yes, Princess Josephine is asking you why you chose this profession.
I was raised under a pew. My family's very. They kind of just went hand in hand.
Most interesting. Hey, oh, I guess I can't really ask Arctic Wolf since she's typing. Let's see. So that's it. You just well, where do you hail from, milady?
I hail from Neverwhere.
Neverwhere.
Wait, hold on. Is this out of character? I forgot where we're with this place. Are we in what's it? Greyhawk? Homebrood.
You guys are on the trail to the dragon, right? But it's late and you camp for the night. You're sitting around a campfire, chatting it up while eating.
Huh. Wait, hold on. City, right? Can I be from there?
Yeah, you can be from a. Yeah, you can be from Aventia.
All right, I'll make some of my characters from Aventia.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, back in character. I was born and raised in Aventia.
Ah, the capital. How do you like Honolulu so far?
It's all right.
Oh, was my castle the first place you had been to?
Yeah.
Ah. Wait till you see some of the other places. If you like small and quaint, I think you will definitely like Cherry Lane. If you like bustling,
All right.
almost a much more diverse city, I think you will definitely find the docks to be quite interesting. Originally, it started as just a slight little port, but then it came into it turned into a much more diverse place. It turned into actually quite a big city. And that's actually probably where you will be going next after here. Okay, Arctic, Wolf, since you hosted, can you hear me all right, or are you having trouble? Okay, so you don't have any hearing issues with me at all. Okay, all right. That's good. Okay, so Princess Josephine then turns to Wolf's character and says, "How about you?" Characteristically of a druid, Wolf responds, "I'm not really interested in talking, as it normally a waste of time, but yes, I believe we should get to know one another. I know I'm a little young for being an elf and doing quests like what we are on. I guess you could say I'm a little advanced in that area. I wanted to have a challenge in seeing the world the best that I can find to satisfy that. I'm very curious to find out why the dragon attacked your castle." "And what does your class say?" "I'm a druid. This here is JW. JW barks. JW is used to getting introduced from time to time and has picked up on the social grace. JW is a very loyal friend. Your animal companion, right? Oh, very much so. He has been with me for years. Jinx, you're killing me. Just FYI. Not once has he betrayed me, and I'll never hit to him. Loyalty is key, you see, and having a bond between any two individuals, especially for an animal companion. I watch over JW, and JW watches over me, as if we were watching over ourselves. Then turning to Adriana, she goes, "What about you, my lady? What about your past and where you hail from, if you don't mind me asking?" "Actually, I do mind you asking. I don't mean to sound offensive or ungrateful uh, or what have you, but for now I prefer to keep my past and who I am to who I am. I'm, I'm not sure I'm okay with this kind of social gathering. I would like to just get some sleep as I'm tired." Arctic Wolf chimes in with, I'd ask you how loyal you all are, but actions speak louder than words. And in time I will know. I don't think that's right, Arctic Wolf. But I'm going to look it up. No, I think what you're confusing is sleep effect spells do not work on elves. You cannot magically make them fall asleep, but they do sleep. Oh, no, no, you are correct. Elves do not sleep. And with that, Adriana says rest. I think corrected. Adriana says rest, and it starts to meditate over in her own spot away from the group. By the way, 1,000 internet points to anyone who can tell me what that, what reference that giant and dwarf came from. And that's to the audience as well as the players. Don't say it. Don't say it, Arctic Wolf. I know you know. So you're kind of out on this one. I'm taking it you watched the whole thing then? Did you watch all the episodes? As much as it would love. Okay, so the first series, quote unquote, has 3 episodes. There should be 6 in the second one. Just FYI. Alrighty then. So, if that's all we have, I guess we should be. Princess Josephine says, "Well, I think Adriana has the right spirit in this case. It is getting late. Our bellies are full. I think it is time for us to rest. I have rememorized one of my spells. I have, and she cast alarm spell. So if anything comes in the area, it'll wake all of you." And you guys wake up in the morning without incident. Okay, Arctic Wolf, give me a roll.
Say again?
Arctic Wolf, give me a roll. 1d100. Okay, so there are no encounters for the first half of the day. As you guys are traveling, you guys come up to a mountain cliff. And you walk aside this mountain cliff for a while until you come up to a big cavern opening. Princess Josephine gives you the hand for you three to halt where you are. By morning, Arctic Wolf, are all those who are bitten? Yes, JW definitely smells something here. Something JW has never smelled before. All those who are bitten, you are looking pretty bad. To anyone who's watching this, I apologize. The gaps are between Arctic Wolf typing and my waiting for the response. She replies, "I'm sorry. I have no knowledge of healing or anything." Doesn't your cleric? This is where the cleric gets a roll on the heal check.
Roll, what was it? Check?
You roll a 1d20, and it's a heal check.
I can barely hear you. You're cutting out. Am I
Okay.
rolling if...
Okay, I put it into the...
okay, heal check. Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm cutting out on you, but Arctic Wolf says I'm fine. Yo, +7 to your heal? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, 19, you can say, oh, they're diseased.
The wolf is diseased?
Yeah, clearly from the bite wound, and anyone else who took a bite wound from the last session is diseased. Well, if they didn't make, yes, Princess Josephine and the wolf are not looking so good. And she took 2 bites, I believe. So she's really not doing well.
You guys aren't doing well. You're diseased because you were bitten by something. What was that thing that was biting us?
Wolves? Rabid wolves?
Oh, the wolves that were biting us. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's when they attacked. You guys killed them, but they got off a couple of nasty bites.
Yeah, I actually can't find out of character. I actually can't find the computer, so I just download it again. I'm waiting for it to download so I can look up what spells would be useful.
They would be level 3 spells, and you don't have access to that. You need remove disease.
Huh.
But you rolled high enough that you'd be able to tell Princess Josephine that. Or rather, the group. So she puts her hand up for you guys to stop. Said, "I will be back," because you guys are at the mouth of the cave right now. Cave inside the mountain, and it's a large cave. I mean, this thing, a dragon can easily just waddle into this thing. And she walks up to the mouth of the cave, and she cries in, "Solaris, I call upon thee." And this big, gigantic red dragon starts storming out. And when I say big, I mean this thing is like 3 stories tall.
It's gonna be a lot of dragon meat when we're done.
Talaris, you have betrayed me and my family. You have slain our servants. You have destroyed my home. I have come to seek vengeance on thee. The dragon then laughs. I have come so far. I am stronger than you. You are a petty fly. Wrong. I am a mosquito with a deadly bite. A mosquito that will soon be swatted. She goes, "Nay, but before we do our little dance again, tell me, what was so wrong that you had to destroy my family? We took you in when you had nothing." You cast me out. You broke our laws. What else could we have done but to have executed you on the spot for your grave crime? We couldn't believe it after we had taken you in, and now you pull this? You were still left with what you had earned. Were you not satisfied? I'm sorry, you were not born into royalty. But with each stage that we are, we have our limitations, and we have our advantages, and we have our privileges, regardless of what social stepladder you have. But that wasn't enough for you, was it? And with a large, booming voice, Delarius yells, "No! Now I shall destroy you too!" Princess Josephine, I said it was red. Princess Josephine starts uttering some words, and the dragon turns into a human male. You were with us so long. Did you think I did not know your true name? Did you think that I would not be able to know it or study it? Your true self was revealed that day. With some more words. And actually, Arctic, yeah, Arctic Wolf, you would know nothing about this. This would be completely outside your, and I don't think you have any ranks in spellcraft. She says some more words, and then he picks up a knife and he slices his own throat. She then waddles over to him, puts her legs on both sides, and raises her dress.
Say again?
She walks over to his now corpse on either side of him and raises her paper bag. She's not going to get the paper bag wet. This is kind of over a bit of the horizon, because once he turns into a human male, he's like way off to the distance where you guys can't see, but you can kind of see over the little like rocky terrain a little bit. And you can see that her paper bag is scrunched way up. You can even hear the scrunching of the paper bag. And she's relieving herself. I have outsmarted the dragon. So she then reaches over and rifles through a bunch of the horde, and she throws a sack of gold between you.
How much did we get?
Who picks up the bag?
Bag.
Shall I carry it, cleric? Asked the druid. You cut out too. I didn't hear that.
I said check stuff out.
50 gold pieces.
Huh.
She props open a wooden case. And inside of it are a whole bunch of vials. She picks up several of them. And she drinks from one of them. And then she brings one out. And hands it to the druid. Keep in mind, Arctic Wolf, you're going to have to split that with the other two.
What?
Wait, where did you get 20 gold pieces from, Arctic Wolf? You shouldn't have started out with that many. Oh, from the hag. I don't remember she had that many. I don't remember handling out gold, but I guess I'll have to go back and listen to myself. I don't think Arctic Wolf would lie, so if I said 20 gold before, then 20 gold it was.
So wait, we got gold to spread between the three of us?
Well, it looks like 60. Actually, that would work out because that would be, yeah. But anyway,
Okay,
you now
so
have a
20.
potion of remove disease. What do you do with that potion, Arctic Wolf? Well, she handed it to the druid. Were you bit last time? Cleric, was your character bit last time?
I don't remember. Do you remember?
Important information to keep down. Okay, we'll say you weren't, because I think the only ones that were actually bitten was Josephine and Just Wolf. No, the hag cast a spell, but not on you, Arctic Wolf. Her spell was Pass Without Trace. But I think you failed your check and you didn't know that, out of character-wise. So that's why you had to. That's why when you chased the green hag, that you had to keep an eye on her, because the moment you lost eye contact, even you would not have been able to follow. Now everyone who has been bitten has been cured. She tells you Cherry Lane is 3 days travel that way.
Cool. I guess we'll be heading to Cherry Lane.
Okay, so this ends adventure 1.
Huh. Oh, what about experience?
Okay.
I don't think we ever talked about experience.
That's because you all... Well, actually, because Minx is not here at the moment, she will not be able to get any of the bonus. She will not have a chance to win the bonus points. The bonus. So now I'm all of a sudden Boston. The bonus points. And here's the bonus round, people. Can you tell me what the story was based off of?
This story?
This story.
Nah, I can't tell you.
Really? Okay, so but as you guys start wandering off to Cherry Lane, the closest city that would be able to help you get back to Aventia, you see the princess putting on some of her beautiful gowns that the quote-unquote dragon had stolen. So this princess, right, when you met her, what was she wearing? That was kind of key.
She's wearing paper. She's wrapped in paper, like a paper gown.
She's in a paper bag.
A paper bag. A little gown bag. If it's wrapped on you in such a fashion, you can call it a gown.
It's based off the paper bag princess.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, the paper bag princess is one of my favorite children's books.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can find it on Amazon.com. It's you can actually find it on YouTube as well. Robert Munch, and the illustrator is Michael Marchenko. It's one of my favorite. It's funny because I keep having feminists call me a misogynist, and this is one of my favorite books because this little girl outsmarts the dragon and defeats him. Similar to our story, but I made it more D&D and more adult, like whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, do you guys remember what nation you or what land you're in now?
I do not remember. It's too long
You are
ago.
in Honolulu. You're in Honolulu.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so you guys start walking 3 days west, which is actually opposite in the direction of Aventia. The princess promised as you left to notify Aventia of your heroic deeds and your assistance, and that she was grateful for your accompaniment. So basically, she's reporting in because you get a sense there's a lot of filing going on in Aventia, right? A lot of paperwork, especially filing. Yeah, filing. You saw a lot of paperwork at the information desk. You saw stacks of paperwork at the Adventurers Guild. They wrote down all your names, and you guys also have to come up with a name for your group.
We have to come up with a name for our group?
Yeah, which you can keep it as the ladies, the ShitLadies of Aventia, but that might not go over so well.
We're the cunts of war.
I like that. I like that. But that's something that the group has to decide on as a whole. So you have time to think. Huh?
No, we're the Thunder Cunts. That's what we're going to be.
The Thunder Cunts. Okay, but none of you can actually cast thunder yet.
Not yet. We're getting there.
You and the druid can probably actually. I don't know if you get that spell.
I'm pretty sure it gets some type of like lightning, thunder.
You do, but whether you get chain lightning, but there's call lightning, and I don't know if clerics get. No, clerics do. I'm thinking of wizards. Yeah, I think clerics do get that spell.
Yeah. Actually, I don't really like that name. We'll come up with something else.
Well, like I said, you all have to agree on it, and I'm not going to accept a decision without Minx being here.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, for the cleric and the druid, your 0 level spells are not cantrips. Those are for wizards.
Okay.
Your 0 level spells are called orisons.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Alright.
Cleric spells. Huh. I don't think you... Oh, that's a good old spell. Yeah, it doesn't look like you get called lightning. Looks like only a druid gets called lightning. Let's look at the spell descriptor. Now, okay, so here's the thing about spells. You can research and learn a spell. So if you don't, it's only a 3rd level druid spell. Yeah. Okay, but you do get you do get a lightning spell. I know that for a fact. And you level 1. No, that's wizard sorcerer. Okay. Oh, you get break enchantment. Druid definitely doesn't get that one. Everyone but the druid gets it. The bard even gets it. Bard gets it at 4th level. Paladin gets it at 4th level. Cleric, luck, and wizards, sorcerers all get it at 5. That's funny. Okay. So Arctic Wolf, give me some rolls. 1d20s, please. Sorry, 1d100s, please. Dude, you get call lightning at 3rd level. Okay. Give me another roll. I'm going to call that day 1. That's day 2. Give me a 3rd roll. Okay. You guys somehow managed to get to Honolulu without any encounters. Because of your because you're traveling with a ranger, a wolf, and a druid, you are surprisingly saved from having to deal with any more rabid wolves.
Okay, well, I had to...
Also, the fact that there's 2... Sorry?
I head to the nearest weapon shop and buy a longsword.
Well, hold on. Yeah, one thing at a time, man. One thing at a time.
All right.
So you guys managed to get there. There's a big like wooden protective thing, like these huge logs that are pointing on the top, and you can see patrol guards on the top and whatnot. Yeah, this is a very small town. So you get up there, up to the wooden gate, right? And you don't see anyone. The gate's closed. There's no door that you can see. It's like these big, huge I mean, you're talking about 2-story high, 2 to 3-story high, like these big, thick wooden trees that are pointy at the top, going completely around the city. Yeah, I got a drawing for you. I'm currently looking for it. So what do you guys do when you get up to
you
the
said
gate?
The gate. Oh, is the gate open?
No, the gate is closed.
And the guards are there. Assuming they're looking at us?
The guards, you don't see any guards there.
Really? No guards?
No. I mean, you can
like,
see one, like, walking away, but you can't, like...
Okay, I wave at him. And I yell to get his attention. I say, "Hey, you guard." Does he respond?
All right, you guys get there you guys are there like about an hour before noon. So a guard luckily runs over and says, "Oh, hello there. You know there's a bell to ring," and he points to it down below. Just for future references, who are you with?
Oh, thanks. Well, we just helped Princess Josephine. Just got demolished by a dragon, and now we're here.
Oh, are you with the Adventurers Guild?
Yes.
And add a character? Yes, you are. You all came from the Adventurers Guild on a mission.
Yeah, I said yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you show us the Adventurers Guild symbol?
Do I have the Adventurers Guild symbol?
All of you do.
I show it to him.
Ah, very well. Thank you, sir. And then he raises the gate.
And I go inside.
You're from Aventia. Ah, very good. And the gate opens up, and you guys see. Hold on, stepping away. Oh, yes, ma'am. Random music. I know I put it somewhere. Okay. Jeez. I have no idea what this. Okay, let's try to search. Okay. Oh, here we go. Wait, where's the rest? Yep, okay. Yeah, okay, so it's Cherry Row or Cherry Lane. They'll go by both. Um, okay, and I am now dropping it in. Your upload failed. Your file may be too large. What? How the fuck can that be too large? That is ridiculous. All right, how do I delete? How do I get rid of? Yes, I'm told that very often. Okay. All right, so how do I get rid of these pictures that have posted up here? Because I think that's what's killing me. You have no idea. And Minx, who actually knows this better than anyone, is not here to tell me how to solve that problem. As for the file size, it's a JPEG of 15 megabytes. Why it thinks it's more than that, I do not know. But I'm trying to show you guys that it failed. Oh, 5 megabytes are accepted. Well, fuck me. All right. Okay, then I will have to do the share screen. Okay, so I'm going to click on me, and then I'm going to have to do the share screen. Share. Okay, do you guys see the picture here? Unfortunately, there is no brothel here. Honolulu, my bad. It's Honolulu and it's Cherry Road. So you guys see this map, right? Hello?
I see it, and I'm back.
Okay. Now, you guys enter over this bridge to where the it's not even really a bridge, but you know, whatever. They make do.
Is there a weapon shop anywhere?
Well, when you guys first walk in, the first thing you see is that statue in the center. I mean, it is large, and it is.
I ignore it.
It is. No, you can't. This is a statue made specifically so that you cannot ignore it.
Well, I mean, I see it,
and
I just keep walking past it to look for a weapon shop.
You can't. It's impossible. If you notice, right where it is, right? So no matter where you go, left, right, or around it, it is directly in your path.
What?
And there's a big sign on it, on the statue that says Jackie Paper.
Jackie Paper?
Jackie Paper.
Okay.
That name doesn't ring a bell to you guys?
No.
At all? Really? Hold on. Let's see if yes, but the quality is kind of low. Yeah, sorry about that. Not a whole lot I can do about that, people. I can try and go in closer. How's this? I drew it on hand and then scanned it with my printer. It's only so high quality my drawing actually is. It's pretty rudimentary, but better than what I can do in D20 or in Roll20. I mean, so yeah, there is a weapon shop. You look around. There definitely is.
I head to the weapon shop.
Okay. Okay, and you go to number 3. The first building you pass is a tavern, and the second one, actually, you go to number 2. So right next to the tavern is the Dragon Claw weapon shop, and there's nobody manning it.
Really? Okay, I look for a bell.
There is a bell. You ring the bell. And from behind you, on the other side of Cherry Row, you hear a big commotion and falling down and scrambling about you. And sorry, in common.
Mm-hmm.
Do you look behind you to hear all this commotion?
Yes, I look behind me. And I'm assuming
behind you is a big motherfucking temple.
A big what?
A big motherfucking temple. I mean, this temple, it's big, and there are dragons all over it.
Wait, was it not there before?
No, it's there. It's just that's where the guy started running from. Who said sorry as he ran past you. You saw that he ran out of. You saw him run out of the temple, like stumble on the ground, fall on his face, get up, and start running with grabbing his stuff and keys and everything else.
So wait, there's a temple with dragons around it, and I didn't notice that?
You didn't ask. You said, I'm ignoring the temple. Then you tried to ignore the statue, which is virtually impossible. And then you said, where's the weapon shop? You saw the first thing would have been, number 2 here, right next to the inn, or the tavern, right? And you went right to the weapon shop.
All right, fair enough.
So this kobold runs right past you, right, clinking and gets the door open, and he lifts the shutters and he goes, "Hi, what may I do for you?"
Look for a longsword.
Longsword. He accidentally knocks over a bunch of spears and shit as he's looking through his rummaging thing. And you see him in holy garments.
Really?
Yes. He just came from the temple.
Oh. So while he's searching for a longsword, I started asking him, "Oh, so you look like a man of the cloth. What's your deity?"
I sure follow Bahamut.
Say that again?
He follows Bahamut.
Oh, Bahamut. Okay. I thought you said something else.
Bahamut?
I thought you said Muhammad.
Oh, no. Gods, no.
All right.
Okay. He goes, are you looking for a magical weapon or magical longsword or
mundane?
Huh? Oh, good. I wouldn't even know where the magical stuff is at this point. So you wanted what kind of sword?
Longsword. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Long spear. Aha! Here it is. With the hammers, for some reason. Let's Actually, I'm not finding it on this thing. Longsword, here we go. This is a martial weapon. Are you proficient in martial weapons?
Yes. Well, I'm proficient with long swords.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Longsword, here it is. Yep, 15 gold pieces, sir.
I had another 15 gold.
Okay. He takes the gold and he hands you the longsword.
Just give me a moment. I'm thinking I might want to purchase something else as well.
Okay. I head to the market to search for items we may need while I continue to think of what to do while I wait to be asked for her share of gold. How much gold does a cleric have to start with? It was only a few gold, so unless you got it from how much? What did your character sheet say your beginning was?
I ended up with only like 4 gold starting out.
Okay.
And then I got 20 gold from the loot that the girl gave us.
Okay. But that, you mean the hag? Okay, so that was a total of 20.
Not the hag. Not the hag. The princess. She gave us like a bag of 60 gold. I took 20 of that.
Okay. Okay. So we'll say that Arctic Wolf, Arctic Wolf, we'll just say that in adventuring, one of the nights that you walked, because it took you 3 nights to walk there, Arctic Wolf. We'll just say that during that time you split up the gold between the cleric, the ranger, and yourself, right? So each of you now has 20 gold each. All right. So now that that's done and settled with. Okay. So now you have 5 gold pieces left. And Arctic Wolf, you said that you are headed to a market to search for items that you may need to continue. Okay. So if you look at Cherry Lane, you can see that number 2 on the map here. That is the Dragon Claw Weapon Shop. A big sign above it will indicates that. The shop next to that says Dragon Scale Armory and Blacksmith. And the one next to that says Draco Brilliant Clad Custom Design. So which one would you be going to? Arctic. Okay, you get to custom design, and let's see. All right, I need you to roll me a D3, Arctic. So you see a dwarf there. Sitting it there, sewing some piece of cloth. Hello, I'm looking for something, my wolf, as far as armor. elf? Are you daft? This is custom designs for clothing. Armor. You're gonna have to go to see Borkinson at the booth next to us. We just make clothing here. We do not deal in armor. We are tailors. Okay, fine. Okay, now when you get to the Dragon Scale Armory and Blacksmith, just get a little confused there, lassie. Yes, I make armor, but not typically for wolves. However, I do make them for dragons, and I think I can make an attunement. It should be a slight adjustment, but making them for non-humanoid types like ourselves, it becomes a bit different. So you'll have to bear with me, and the price is generally a bit more expensive. What kind of armor are you hoping for? Oh, and just before you ask, we get this from time to time. Dragon scale refers to the toughness of our of the material we make. It is not a reference to the material it's made of. It's to the quality of the workmanship, not the content of the material. We do not handle dragon scale here. That is forbidden. Riot. Right, I get you want basic armor. What I'm asking you is the material you want it made from. Do you want leather? Do you want wooden? Do you want... You gotta help me out here. Ah, you want leather. Now, would you like studded leather? Do you want padded leather? Like, you see where I'm going here. Okay, add a character. Keep in mind that the leather armor, well, whatever armor you have, if it's more than light, it will likely slow down your... as it will with your characters. Oh, and I've had something. Where is it? There we go. Okay, so for light armor, so you have padded leather, you have leather, and you have studded leather, and chain shirt obviously is not leather. So then you have hide, scale, and chain. Well, actually, you have hide, just hide for medium armor. Okay, now I got to click and see what you said. Ah, I understand. Ye be a ranger? Ah, I thought you looked a little green. I had forgotten about the roots. We do not see your ilk here very often. Well, for leather, it'll cost you 30 gold coins. Well, it's a bit more than that. The woods The woods around here are pretty thick and pretty up north here. Down south is where it really shrinks out a bit. For 10 gold? Oi. You're every merchant's dream, lassie. You're every merchant's dream. For an animal, I can't do it that cheap. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. For 15 gold pieces, I can make you some padded leather. It's not much. It's not much of protection, but it's light and it's better than nothing. Yeah, 15 gold. 15 gold, good with you. I will adjust. I will make your wolf here some good padded. Is the price agreeable? About a day, I'd say. I can have it done by tomorrow morning. Would you dare here bite me if I came out to do some measurements? Wow, meat is really late. Only if it's something you shouldn't be measuring. Oh, I only measure the necessities. It's basically along the back and around the tummy. I'm not interested in measuring anything that it would be offensive to you or myself. Unless you're into that kind of thing. And not with a wolf, I mean. We're going to have to teach Arctic Wolf how to type faster. Oh, I thank you for the down payment. All right, hold on. He gets out of his booth, and he takes a bit of rope, and he measures from the neck to the tail, and he goes around the belly. He goes. All right, that's about all I need. Just 2 measurements, nothing. Just don't want to get bitten while I got my my rope over. So he then rolls up the knotted rope, stuffs it back in a pouch on his person, and he takes your 10 gold and he says, "I'll get right to work on it, sir. I got some other things ahead of you, but it shall be done by morning. You have my word on that." Okay. So Adriana is looking at the various fabrics that Draco Brilliant Clad Custom Design has to offer. And that's when someone up comes behind you guys as you're shopping and looking at weapons and armor and cloth. And man comes up behind you and says, Are you ladies from Aventia? The guild, the Adventurers Guild?
Yes, we are.
Ah, good. We are needing of your assistance. We were told you would be coming this way.
All right. What's going on?
Well, we have a problem with the local dragon.
God, this place is lousy with dragons.
There's only one dragon in the area that I know of, sir.
We just got back from dealing with something. But yeah. All right, show us where this dragon is.
Well, you're going to have to know about the dragon before we show you the dragon. You're definitely not going to want to walk into this situation without being fully versed, unless you know the legend of Jackie Paper.
I don't know anything about the legend of Jackie Paper.
How large is the dragon? Oh, this is about as large as dragons get, I think. As far as I've ever known. Maybe not as big as Bahamut or Tiamat, but ferocious for sure, if he wants to be. Yes. The dragon's name is Puff.
Puff?
As in you fight him. You go up in a puff of smoke.
Okay. All right.
Yes. He is a magic dragon. Although I believe all dragons are magical, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Deacon! Yes, all dragons are magical, Mayor. See, there you have it. From the cleric's lips himself.
Okay, well, that's kind of above our pay grade to deal with dragons. Like, what do you want us to do specifically?
We want you to appease his anger.
How?
Well, do that. We wouldn't have called Aventia.
Okay. Nice. So,
we have given many tributes to the dragon. We worship, as you can see, we worship dragons.
Okay. Oh, can somebody grab the kobold and have him come with us? So I'm assuming he speaks Draconic.
The kobold hears this and he closes up shop. And he comes out with his little spear and he goes, I speak Draconic and I'm a cleric. He goes, at this point you see someone who's tending the grounds. And he goes, hello, I'm Ramesh.
Ramesh?
Yes.
Okay.
He goes, well, let me tell you about Puff. You see, many years ago, there was a family here known as the Paper Family. And they made a special kind of paper that was fireproof. As long as this paper, no matter how hot, could handle the heat. It was once said to protect against the lava overflow and used to carry lava. So no matter how hot the fire may be, It will not so much as singe the paper that the paper family made. It was magically enhanced paper.
I was told that paper.
Are you sure that's that? Okay, now Jackie was the last of the paper family. He did not carry on the family business. In fact, as a boy, he made a friend with a dragon. This was the first friend the dragon has ever had. And strangely enough as it was, the dragon was the first friend Jackie Paper had ever had. Nobody knows how they made the paper, if that's what you're asking. However, the paper hasn't been made since before Jackie Paper. There doesn't seem to be any, or if any, very few of it left at all. It's almost all completely gone, if not entirely gone.
So we need to find the secret of how to make this magical paper.
I want you two to give me an intelligence check.
Oh,
roll a d20. Roll a d20, and
oh, that's pretty cool.
Add your intelligence. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, Nathan, you remember where you've seen this paper before.
And I say, hey guys, I remember we saw this paper before.
All right, Arctic Wolf, give me your roll. On a princess! 3 days ago!
Yeah, I was about to go there. So where do we find... Huh.
Well, of course not. She wouldn't have let you. She's a princess. Arctic Wolf doesn't remember at all. He can't even remember what the princess was wearing.
I'm talking to like the village people around us. Village people. Do you guys have any of you guys heard of Princess Josephine? And if so, do you know what?
Yeah, she lives in a castle on the other side of Honolulu.
Okay. Do you know if she has any relatives outside of that castle, like living relatives?
Her parents?
Where are her parents?
In the castle. That's pretty as close as you can be.
No. I mean, does she have any relatives that don't live inside the castle?
I'm unfamiliar. I really couldn't say. I don't have a lot of knowledge of nobility. It's not usually anyone around here's kind of thing. Our knowledge primarily involves dragons and the lore of Jackie Paper, as this was his home.
Jackie Paper. Oh, okay. Well, we don't need to find her. Jackie Paper's home. And you did. Can we find like where his parents lived? Not where he lived after he grew up, but where his parents lived.
No. Well, let's see. No, that was all destroyed in the war.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Well,
as family business his family business died when Jackie Paper refused to take up the family business of making said paper, and so it was all sold off and it was torn down. We thought about reconstructing it as historical purposes, but there was nothing original left. People don't remember what it looked like. It was hundreds of years ago. But we honor Jackie Paper with the huge statue you've seen in front of the town.
So we're going to have to find this Josephine then anyway.
I don't think Josephine could have helped you. If Princess Josephine could have helped you, we would have asked for her help already. We've gone to everybody we could. Even the people in Aventia have no idea how to help us. That's why you're sent here. Maybe you can find something nobody else has thought of or seen.
I've ever seen. Huh.
Well, let me continue with the story. So Jackie Paper and the Puff became very close friends. They destroyed and attacked many pirate ships. They have protected the lands, and in the Great War of the Undead, they marched on through this land. And Jackie Paper tried to rally all the villages and whatnot around to fight this undead horde, but nobody was willing to send any troops. All they were willing to do is fortify their own homes. And one by one, the dragon horde would have taken all of them anyways. They were cowards. They cowered behind their own walls in spite Jackie Paper's warnings. So Jackie Paper and Puff had to fight the undead hordes alone. So as the dragon was attacking the skeletons that marched on, and ghouls and other undead-like things and ghosts and stuff, and with fire, very bones to ash, and casting spells on the incorporeal ones. All of a sudden, 3 undead dragons descended upon Puff, and willing to protect his friend, Jackie Paper jumped off Puff's back to attack the 3 dragons on his own. He defeated all 3 dragon skeletons, and he survived the attack, but he did not survive very long. He died later of his wounds as they were too deep, and none to help Jackie Paper. And because of the betrayal of all the surrounding villages, Puff has abandoned us. We leave tribute. We tell him we're sorry. We try to prove our bravery. We pray to dragons. We have surrounded our lives in dragons. Everyone here worships dragons. You will find a huge respect for dragons because of this deed. And every place you go in Honolulu. We assume he's lonely and angry too. We know he's angry. He yells very loudly. I am the groundskeeper, Ramesh, by the way. And this is our mayor, Vinarish.
Vinarish.
As you can see, we worship dragons as our main temple here. This is Deacon, by the way. He is one of the new clerics.
Huh. Alright.
There's no one in Honolulu and Cherry Row that does not speak.
Huh. Alright.
Do you recommend picking anybody to talk to?
Say again?
Is there anybody you recommend to talk to about it?